Hello, this is David Dean, and we got some really amazing stuff coming out for Fortnite, which I am so excited about. Usually I do not put out videos until things are confirmed by Epic about what is coming out. There's other people that put out videos on speculation of stuff, and I let them do their thing. But on this one, I was just so excited. And plus, I had been planning on doing a video on the website Storm Shield 1 for a while. I just wanted to have enough information to make it entertaining and to get people watching it, which today they have some amazing information about new weapons, new abilities, which is a huge thing, which leads to new heroes. They don't talk about the heroes, but they do talk about the abilities, which hopefully it all comes together looking like the Easter or spring event that is coming up is going to be really giving Save the World a big boost. We have been doing a lot of complaining that ever since Battle Royale came out, that we kind of been forgotten over in the Save the World community, and it definitely looks like there's some amazing things. But before I get to that, I really want to plug the website Storm Shield 1. It is a great website with great information. I'll put the link in the description. You should definitely check it out. Every day, or multiple times a day, they are updating all the different zones with what special things are. If you look at the mission, you go over to it and it has either a little clock or a skull on it, and it will have a special reward. You can come here and just look to see what the special rewards are, and the number one reason people usually do that is V-Bucks. You can just go through. I don't think there's any up right now. Looking through it. Should have checked that before I started. But yeah, there's no V-Bucks up right now, which is good to know if that's what you're farming. But you can also check here throughout the day and know exactly where you need to go to pick those up. Also, I checked this out last week, and in Twine Peaks, they had a legendary schematic for pistol for transformation. And that was great to pick up because legendaries hardly ever show up as rewards. So definitely this is a great place to check that. This is also a great place to check information. And it's also seemed to have been very reliable. I did not want to put up before speculation stuff I saw in Storm Shield 1 because I didn't know how reliable the site is. And it really seems to be holding up the test of time. But let's go ahead, save the world. And we want to get into schematics because that is where all the new stuff is showing up. On weapons, they're not, so far they don't have much out on weapons. They have 3 of them so far, which is kind of understandable. The spring event that already occurred, or is going on right now, had 2 shotguns. This one does not have any so far. We do have a neon assault rifle. And neon seems to be the theme, which for some unknown reason, neon and Easter seem to go hand in hand in America right now. So we got the neon assault rifle, and we also have a Easter grenade launcher. Hopefully it's an Easter egg grenade launcher. I'd love to see a bunch of colorful Fabergé eggs shooting out of a launcher and blowing up the husk, but we'll see. Right now it's just Easter grenade launcher. And there is one more, the neon pistol. And I'm not sure with all the stats right now with it, so I'm not sure if that's reliable or just place fillers. But right now we have 3 weapons. With me, the big interesting one at least is the Easter grenade launcher. We have nothing new in melee. Traps, and you know I'm a trap guy. I love my trap tunnels, and they are coming out with new traps finally. Since the start of the game, they've hardly came out with anything. They came out with the freeze trap and the tire traps. Tires are great on slants. Freeze are great, but do run out rather quickly. But now we got some interesting one. Vendor Tech Goop. Don't know about the spelling in here, but hits all enemies. Traps slowing and making enemies more vulnerable to elemental damage. That is huge for several reasons. Making them vulnerable to elemental damage later in game. Elemental damage is kind of the key to taking down the elemental mobs. plus different traps do different elemental damage. So now you're just making things that were vulnerable to those certain traps even more vulnerable to those certain traps. And you're slowing them down, keeping them in the area longer. And one thing, I love the freeze trap, but sometimes people, mobs will walk across it and get hit by it. Sometimes they wouldn't, just depended on the counter. It seems like this is more like the wooden floor spikes, where if any husk walks on it, it's getting hit. So yeah, definitely great to see something like this hopefully coming into the game soon. Going down, Flame Grill Floor Trap. Just the name of it is awesome. But on this one, hits enemies with fire damage, followed by fire damage affliction. Duration of damage is increased against nature enemies. I hate nature enemies because they're the ones who pound through metal so fast. But reduce against water enemies, 1 second delay before firing. So yeah, that is awesome. So basically a fire pit trap. Looking for that. That will be amazing. And we'll keep on heading down. Speed boost. There is a thing in the news. This one actually showed up when you first logged into Fortnite Save the World yesterday. It had a picture. The picture was different, of a speed boost. And it looked like it was mainly for, increase hoverboard speed for a short period of time. And that is awesome for us racetrack builders. I am working on mine again in Twine Peaks. I am redoing a lot of it, trying to make it better. But the thing is, if you got a big track, it does seem like you're going pretty slow. And be able to put these speed pads down. Right now I have the launchers everywhere, trying to help get that speed element. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this dropping as soon as possible. And actually I'm leaving a lot of my track open that I was planning to put down launch pads on, and holding out until these come out. So we'll see what happens with those. And then here we've always had our retractable floor spikes, but you will be seeing that a little bit later. We got it on the ceiling now and the walls. But before we get this, and this is kind of a theme, rail trap turret. Trap must be placed on a rail. So we got a fish taco, obviously not the trap. But they keep talking about in here, you'll see it several times, rails, whether the ability to put down rails or things that go on the rail. So I'm hoping that we will not only be able to build our forts, but be able to have a rail going around it or through it with traps and devices on it, which adds such a huge new building opportunities for us that really kind of geek out on that kind of thing. They also had a few traps that seemed like reinforcements, like here, wall trap armor. They really don't give you any information. You can just put it on a wall. But it seems like you're reinforcing that wall, making it stronger, which is great, mainly at the end of the trap tunnel, for those pesky smashers that get all the way through. Hopefully that'll help slow them down. And here again, wall trap heavy metal. And it gives you the same information. It can be placed on a flat piece of wall with no obstructions. But it does sound like a trap you can put on a wall, basically just really reinforcing it. Excuse me, a huge deal. And wall trap shield. So once again, it gives the same description. But now we get into what I mentioned before, retractable wall spikes. You see this in Battle Royale. I don't play, but my son does amazing videos on them. And he throws down these wall spikes all over the place. And this will be great. It seems like it's non-elemental type, so it'll have the same impact on all mobs that come through. And it hits all enemies on trap when triggered, doing a medium amount of damage and impact. So basically the same thing as the floor spikes, just on the wall now. And let's see, those were all, did they have the ceiling? I thought, I could have swore I may have skipped it. Let's see. Oh, retractable floor spikes, but it's in the ceiling group. It's all enemies with trigger, medium amount of damage. It doesn't say, but yeah, they got the, it says floor spikes, but it's up here with all the ceiling ones. That is amazing. But even though I'm really am kind of geeking out about all the new traps, what I was really amazed by is what I was seeing in the abilities. As I mentioned, cart can ride on track, and this one, every time I click on a description, it just sends me to the top of the page. So on these, what you see on this page is what you get. So cart can ride on track. We saw before you had a trap that you can place on tracks. So, and you'll see later on tracks where you can actually be putting them down. They look like the tracks that you do for deliver the bomb. So amazing opportunities there. This APOBS. I used to be in the military, anti-personnel device, shoots out explosives in a row, taking out husk. And this seems just be a more precise explosive than like the airstrike, where it just hits a big area. The big deal with this, though, is where it is in the slide here, where it's right next to the other abilities of the soldier. So if they're coming out with new soldier abilities, that's basically meaning they're coming out with another soldier that's going to have this. This is an awesome, great thing. So we get some more heroes instead of just the same heroes with different skins or one or two different perks. We get some that actually have some new abilities we've never seen. I actually did a video, my #1 tip in the game, learn to use your abilities, because your abilities in the game just make it so much easier, and now we'll have some more options. But going down, once again, we're still in the soldier. It's not the orange color all the other ones are, so I'm not 100% sure it's whether a soldier ability or a gadget like the airstrike. But we got the incinerator rounds. Grants 10 seconds of incinerator rounds. During this effect, ranged weapons shots cause targets to take stacking fire damage. Deals damage every 3 seconds for 12 seconds. Damage is based on damage dealt and costs 55 energy. So that is great. Once again, just mowing down those nature husks that I hate so much. And also, if you ever seen actually these incendiary rounds fired from a weapon, mainly assault weapon, they are just really cool to watch and see. So great thing to have in there. And then we get down, I'm not seeing anything in the constructors, which kind of makes me a little sad, except for Homebase level scaler. This would be huge. Cycle Homebase level from 1 to 5. I don't know if that means that when you do your Storm Shield challenge, you could up the level just like you can in missions right now with the pylon, upping the level and difficulty and getting more rewards. That is what it's probably about, but what I really hope it is about is resetting the Storm Shield defense or doing other things with that. There's a lot of people like myself. That's the main reason I play the game. I love doing the missions with friends and stuff like that, but the thing that keeps me in the game and keeps me playing is the fun I have in building, constructing, and challenging myself with the Storm Shield defense. So we will see where that goes, but at least they're doing something with it. And another thing, I've been waiting for this. Basically, everything in the game is built for function. You have walls, you have traps, but now they look like they're starting to add some cosmetic things, which once again, if you're a base builder, that is a great thing. We have a glow torch, lights up your base. So this appears just to be able to make the home bases look cooler, do more interesting things with them. Hopefully this will encourage people to build more. I'm constantly helping people with their Storm Shield defense bases. Whenever somebody posted that they need help in the group, in global chat, I'm very quick to join in and help them. And a lot of times I'll go in and nothing is built. And they're just, okay, let's shoot our way through. And no, I'm not going to eat up every single RPG and weapon and ammo I have because you didn't take 15-20 minutes out to build at least a little bit of a base. So now, the more they do these cosmetic things, hopefully the more people will build up and just make that a little bit easier. And then this one, grappling hook. This could be huge if it's done right. And I gotta say, when it came to the hoverboard, I wasn't that excited about it coming out because I've seen it done wrong in games, and Epic nailed it. The hoverboard is just awesome. I love the way it works, the functionality of it, flying on it, all good. So if they do the grappling hook where you can be scaling up walls and things like that with the same level of detail they did the hoverboard, life is going to be great. Really looking forward to that. And so it's hard to go wrong with a grappling hook. And I've even seen it before where it's not only used as movement, but you can also shoot a husk or a mob in the face with it and do a little bit of damage just for the fun. But we shall see. And then if any hero group needed some better abilities, it is the Outlander. I like Outlanders. They're great for gathering materials, but their abilities to defend themselves right now, basically the two ones for doing damage are Teddy and Shock Tower Fragment. It is dependent upon finding those fragments in the mission, and you can't count on that. And plus, if you're doing a defense for a long period of time, you can't be running around to go find fragments to help fight. It just doesn't work. So fortunately, now they're coming out. It looks like some new abilities. Gravity Sphere. I just love the name of that. I am a physics guy. I worked in the space community and NASA for a long time. So when you mention Gravity Sphere, right there, you pique my interest. Really looking forward to that. Hopefully, it just basically area effect where the husks just kind of fly or float around. And with any movement, no, the slightest touch or doing an RPG will just make them fly infinitely far. So we'll see what happens with that. Unfortunately, my physics mind is going 1,000 different places with what a gravity sphere could do in this game and the amazing fun I could have if I was the one designing it. But I'm going to trust Epic. All right, and then Matter Collector. Outlanders, for the most part, their #1 job is collecting materials. And since I do massive Storm Shield defense bases, I am constantly gathering materials. So hopefully this will help out with it. Really not enough in the name to give you any information on what's going to be with that. And I think that finishes it up. No, we got Plasma Bomb. And that is on the very end. Oh, wait. Sorry, Dimensional Fragment and Plasma Bomb here hurls one single plasma explosion. So that could be kind of interesting, but I also don't know if that's tied to anybody else's or to a hero's abilities or to gadgets everybody is open to. So we shall see, but now we get into some really interesting ones. And I'm not sure if these were supposed to be up with the Constructor, because they definitely seem like Constructor abilities. So Quick Wall, which from the name, you can throw down a wall in a heartbeat. Hopefully it'll be three-tiered, three-tier metalled or something, which there is a lot of times where I am soloing the Storm Shield defenses and could use a wall up as quickly as humanly possible. So we shall see with that. And then Quick Tower. That I would love to see. And there is another one down here. Oh, Seeker. Throw a heat-seeking explosive. Once again, really cool stuff. They're coming out that was never there. Stamp Tool. And this one I wanted to check with the Quick Tower. Because the Quick Tower kind of sounds like it has a set build of some structure that is decided by Epic when you get the ability, but the Stamp Tool stamps pre-made building pieces. So the Stamp Tool, I don't know if you get to choose how that is set up, where we'll have to check that out. But basically, no, just some new instant build capabilities, Quick Wall, Quick Tower, and Stamp Tool to be able to build on the fly much faster, it seems, which is just amazing stuff to have. And as I mentioned before, the tracks. Track sections that can be placed on flat ground and slopes create paths for bomb to travel. That is from deliver the bomb. But as we saw before, there is a new cart ability. There is a new trap that can be placed on tracks. So I'm really hoping we can put up basically rail trap systems around our bases. I know that gets into speculation. I don't like doing speculation, but I'm just getting a little too excited to really care about that right now. I want to have fun just thinking what all this is going to do. And then I know people are just going to love the idea of this sentry gun. Defenders haven't been working out too well. One beehive and suddenly your defenders are toast. So we got sentry gun. Deploy a powerful tripod mounted sentry gun that automatically fires on any hostile targets that enter its line of fire. Nice. And it also, if you have seen, there's been a video up. I know A1 Get This Money, he did a video on it. It looks like a big Trojan wooden bunny getting blown up by explosives, dynamite. So there is some more interesting things with that. Are we going to be getting TNT with this event coming up? Who knows? But yeah, the Easter event really has my curiosity piqued. I really feel like there's been a lot of holes in Save the World that it seemed like at first Epic was really working on hard, and then Battle Royale came out, and suddenly things got dropped. And, you know, if they can do these holes like on the Outlander, needing better abilities, that just makes the game so much more fun. And anything that helps with the building, anything that allows you to have more fun in your Storm Shield defenses, I just think really would give a shot in the arm to a game that really needs to be done. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what your different opinions is on all this. They definitely have some interesting ones here. Gravity Sphere. Let me know what you think a Gravity Sphere is going to be doing. But thank you for listening. Once again, I want to go back to Storm Shield 1. This is a great website and a great tool. It gives you a listing of all the traps, all the weapons, the mission alerts for the day, stuff you want to be looking out for. I don't play Battle Royale, but if you do, it gives you a ton of good information on that. So I definitely wanted to get this video going, and I'm just so happy they put up all this information today to give it a real boost of why you should be coming over and checking this out. Also, it has listings on the event store, how much everything costs, how many you can get, whether you're using daily gold or seasonal, daily coins, should be daily coins, or seasonal gold. So definitely get a chance. Discord, officially I'm hooked up on Discord. I need to get myself a headset system and get up there. I've gotten invites from several friends. Rage Brothers, great guy, great videos, has asked me to join him on some of his stuff. But I've just kind of been lazy about getting up onto it, and also just spending any more money, because I went out and bought a new gaming computer, and that kind of sunk me. And if you notice, I've reached the goal of being able to log in or be a official YouTuber to actually put on ads and make money. But before you can do that, you first have to meet a requirement, and then YouTube reviews your account. And they say it will take 1 week to review the account, but they're a little backlog. They just updated that to say, we're a little backlog, and we hopefully will reply to you in April. So, not making any money off all these YouTube videos I'm doing. Really don't care. I'm having fun doing them, and hopefully they get more people playing the game, and the game keeps growing, and great things keep happening. But thanks for listening. Take care. Enjoy.